Well, good morning everyone. This is day one of official practice here in Spain. Lovely sea view. There's the beach down there. Lovely sunrise. Looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Bit of a breeze blowing. We're just going to grab some breakfast and I'll see you down at the venue. So, how are you doing everyone? We're having a real taste of summer today. It was a glorious morning back at the hotel, as you saw, and it's been like this all day. We're just getting towards the end of the first day of practice. Dad's up there, just getting out of the car. It's baking hot. He was all wrapped up this morning, but now he's been able to shed a few layers. We're up in A section, so today has been the first day of practice, the first day of official practice. At the time of filming, it is Wednesday. And if you want to have a quick catch up on us travelling over here and everything yesterday to Spain, then there is a vlog underneath this one for you on the Catch Fishing channel. So yeah, it's been a really interesting day, to be fair. There's been a lot of people struggling. There was an open match here on Sunday. Some people fished Monday and some people fished yesterday. And you know, one of the big talking points from yesterday and the previous days really in the hotel has really been about how difficult it's been. There have been lots and lots of blanks. You know, it is, whilst I'm sat here in a t-shirt, you know, just a few days ago there was snow here. The water is absolutely freezing. You know, it is clear. You probably can't tell, to be fair, because it's so deep just here that you can't see the bottom or anything, and it's really deceiving. You could see your quiver tip really, you know, a metre down. You know, it's really clear. So we knew it wasn't going to be easy, you know, but it has been very difficult over the last 2 or 3 days. There were lots and lots of blanks yesterday, and you know, whilst I think it's important to mention that, I'm certainly not going to dwell on that this year. I don't want to be too negative about the fishing. It could change. You know, there's hardly been anybody fishing here really over the last few days, and when I flick the camera around in a moment, you'll see that every peg's taken, you know, and all of a sudden all this bait's going in. So we're obviously hoping it's going to improve. We don't know how the conditions, the sun and you know, the slight rise in temperature is going to affect it, but we're hoping it's going to improve. So I'll give you a lowdown basically on what's happened today. We're at the end of the session, or just about. You know, there's about half an hour left, so there's still a chance to catch 1 or 2 more fish. But these are a couple of the things that happened a little bit early on. These are my first 3 fish, and I also caught a little bit of a surprise as well. First day of practice. I'm up on A19. Lovely sunny day. We've got the lineup of the first of the English lads going down to the right. We've been fishing 20 minutes. Ta-da! Carasio. First bite, first fish, great start. But I haven't seen another fish caught right the way down there and right the way down there. So it's obviously a very hard start, but we're off the mark. We are now over an hour in. I've come off a fish. I think there's been 1 carp caught right down there. I think Matt's got one. That's the only other fish caught. And my next bite produces this little fella. Hello, mate. Now, I'm not going to go near him because they do bite and they do carry a lot of disease. But yeah, there we go. That's the first one of the trip for me. So after 2 Carasio, a lot of messing about with different baits and stuff. How about that for a unit? They are going to be mega this weekend. So I've managed to avoid the blank on the first day. So at the time of filming, I managed 4 fish today actually. I've had 4 fish, 1 carp and 3 Carasio. There is still time. There's another half an hour left yet, so I'm going to fish on for another half an hour. The great thing for me is that, you know, obviously I've caught some fish. I haven't lost any fish and I haven't lost any tattle either. I did spend quite a bit of time searching the peg, trying to make sure there weren't any snags or avoiding the snags and the rocks and things. And when I flip the camera around, you know, I'll be able to show you the swim and everything properly. But it's yeah, it's just a little bit of encouragement to, you know, to have caught 4 fish up to now. So that's good. But you know, there are people that haven't caught today, and the most people that have caught have really caught 1 fish. And it sounds like that's pretty much the same right the way down the match length. This is it
actually A section. This is A19, so I think this is the last the last peg in this section. So the next peg there is the first section in B1, or the first peg in B1. So it's, let me flick the camera around and just show you the swim and everything so you know what I'm talking about. So there's the swim. I've got the side tray bait shield up, protecting everything from the sun and everything. Now there's an angler basically on every single peg, which is going to be 18 pegs to my left. As you can see, it goes right the way down there. Now these lads are all mixed nationalities, they're all from different countries, and got a long story short, we've just been told that the end 3 anglers, so that's A1, A2 and A3, have all got 1 carp apiece, and then I think the next 3 have blanked, and then we've heard there's 2 people with 1 carp, and then everybody else back to here has blanked. I've had 4 fish, and then going down here, I'm the first one of the English lads, or our particular group of English lads that are fishing here. We've got Gavin at the next peg there, who's had a carp. We've got Phil Ringer, next one down in the sleeves. Phil's had 2. Next one down is, I think that's Graham. He's had at least 1. I'm pretty sure he has definitely got 1. And then going further down there, you've got Matt Snowden, and you've got Mark Eves and Joe Jagger. Now the peg here, if I zoom in across, it gives you an idea of what that far bank's like. Now that is about halfway to the next peg. As you can see what those features are like going along that far bank. Now it is rock lined as well, there are big boulders down there. This is a reinforced river system basically. So as you can imagine, you know, it is quite a good idea to spend quite a bit of time trying to find a clear spot to fish over there. You know, if the carp are going to be in and the crassio will be in shallow water, then obviously you've got to tackle that shallow water. But obviously it's got to be clean enough for you to fish. But we knew it was going to be a test, and that's exactly what it's been up here in A and B section. So kit wise for me, basically it's all been about a uniform system, to be fair. I've actually got, I've only set 2 rods up today. Rod wise, it's the distance, if you can see it, if I do it that way for you, that should light it up for you. It's the distance, 3.7 12 foot, and that is it, and that's all I'm using. I've got 3 or 4 identical setups. I've only set 2 up today, one for fishing short, one for fishing long, but I do have a couple more in there for match days. So for me, it's been good to get off the mark with some fish. It's been nice that I've landed the fish that I've hooked as well, and hopefully we've learnt a little bit, particularly about this section. Now basically, next thing to do is we're going to get packed away. Well, I'm going to fish for another half hour, and then just to let you know what's happening going into tomorrow. We've been fishing with sticky mag, bait wise. I've got some ground bait in there. I've been trying fishing with some worms as well, and it's really been that simple today. I haven't really messed about too much with hemp and corn. Not too much, I'll put some in at the start, but I'll play around with that more tomorrow. So basically, once we get packed up here, we're going to finish the session, drive. It's about a 15-minute drive back to the hotel in Colera. And then that's basically going to be it. I've got a few hook lengths to tie up just to make sure I've got plenty going into the weekend. I haven't lost any today, which is good. And then we're going to go and have a meal with everyone at 8 o'clock down in the restaurant where all the competitors are staying, and just talk about the day really, and really kind of find out, you know, how the other sections have fished. Tomorrow is the final official practice day, so obviously tomorrow is Thursday. So tomorrow we'll come down here again tomorrow morning early. We're going to fish a different section, I think, tomorrow. We haven't decided where we're going to fish tomorrow, but we're going to fish here tomorrow. And then tomorrow is the official opening ceremony, if you want to call it that. And that is basically where at 1 o'clock the organisers invite everyone down to the Fortaleny Fishing School, which is just downstream, down to my right. And that's where all the competitors meet and eat some paella. We all have some paella. You can have a beer there if you wish, or just some refreshments, and we'll just hang around there for an hour, and that's where we just kind of get to meet everybody, because by then everyone's here for the competition. You get to see a lot of the faces that you might not necessarily see over the weekend if you're not going to join their sections. So that's a great kind of social start to the event. And then what we do is after that we'll then come back to our pegs. They will have stewards on here patrolling up and down just to keep their eye on our tattle, so we can obviously leave our tattle here, and then after, when we've had something to eat, we'll come back here and we can continue fishing if we wish, or you can just use that time to, you might want to set your rods up and everything for the following day, which is the first day of competition, which is Friday. And that is really it. And what I'll do is I'll show you the hotel and stuff tomorrow, because I will have a little bit more time. But I want to show you the hotel and all that sort of thing, so hopefully you'll enjoy just seeing that bit of an insight. But at this stage, I haven't got much kit to do. I'm just going to fish for another 25-30 minutes, go back, tie some hook lengths, just to cover several different options, because some of the sections down there might be different from here. And then just try and get a good night's sleep. And it'd be nice to get 1 or 2 fish tomorrow in a positive way and just get a feel for what the best baits and what the best lines and the best approach might be going into Friday. So basically this weekend it is a 3-day competition, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the competition is ran on section points. That is basically it. The lowest number of section points wins. There are 100, I think there was 112 or 115 anglers registered to fish. Obviously we're hoping they're all going to be here. And as I've said, this is a section, so all the other sections are down there going around the corner, which I'll show you the section that we're at tomorrow. So if you don't want to miss the update from tomorrow, then head out and keep your eyes open for this vlog again tomorrow. Obviously, I'd appreciate you subscribing if you're not a subscriber, and welcome to the channel, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of them. So I'm going to spend another 25 minutes or so, try and catch another fish, and yeah, it's been a positive start, but every day is different. So I look forward to checking in with you tomorrow when I'll let you know how it's fished and what kind of fishing we've caught. Hopefully we've caught some fish, just let you know what it's like in the other section that we're going to be fishing tomorrow. So thanks for all the great wishes, everyone. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.